How's it going, guys? Welcome to my first YouTube video on this channel. Today we're going to be installing the EVO Type 1 tube from EVO-R.net. Alright, so I have it out of the box. This right here is what it looks like. A little size comparison. It's about the same size as the headlight. Most people decide to put their air duct right here. But the problem that I have with that is that it ruins the overall look and feel of the car. I'm a huge fan of leaving the car looking pretty much stock, and I see a lot of people take these cars and they like to put the Rocket Bunny kit and other kits and stuff on them. And I personally think that Nissan made a really beautiful car as it is, and I think it ruins it. It ruins the overall look and feel of what the car was supposed to be. To start off, on the top here we have two holes. These right here is going to mount these two bolts there, and it's going to run down and it's going to come out the front here. So let's get started. There's not an instruction manual for this, so we're just going to go ahead and get started. If you guys have ever seen Anthony J350's YouTube channel, this is what inspired me to do this and try it out. This right here is a 12mm. This car still has the stock exhaust on it, so I'm not so sure if I'm really going to see too much of a difference until I have that changed out. I'm probably just going to go ahead and cut this. If you guys are wondering why there's a zip tie here, it's actually because I never really liked the idea of having to take off my entire front bumper just to change out my headlights. So what I've done is I've really just left the bolts out of the bottom one. I have the bolt right there and then the zip tie, and actually it sits right in the housing, so I never had it bounce or rattle where it is. It actually sits quite nicely. Hopefully I have some more zip ties. Alright, now for the difficult part. I don't know if you guys can really see it. I'm going to try and run this through the bottom up here. My car does not have the plastic underneath. You can kind of see the floor there. So I'll give you guys an update here in a little bit. Okay, so a problem I'm having right now is that I can't get this past the crash bar. And then there's like a little piece of plastic right there. I don't know how well you guys can see that. And it's in the way. I don't want to have to take off the bumper to put this on, but I might have to. After struggling, twisting it and spinning it all over, I finally got it through. But whenever I try to pull up to get to the bolts, you guys can't really see, but the little plastic piece that was already here, it's catching on here. I'll put the flash on. This little plastic piece right here, the bottom of the lip right there keeps catching on it and pulling it out. So I have to figure that out. Trying to do this with the bumper on has been a huge pain. I did get it, as you guys can see, but I had to drill new holes, one there and one there, because I just couldn't get it. And as you can see, there's a gap right there. I have to seal up, and yeah. I'm gonna leave a video link to Anthony J350's video on how to install this, since he went into a little bit more depth than I did. You guys might, after doing this, I would consider doing this with the bumper off. It was really painful trying to get this in here, and even through all that, I still couldn't get it just right to fit with the factory holes. So, okay, so what I can tell you guys before the test drive is it does work. I took the air filter out and I grabbed just a hair dryer, and on the intake here, if you guys can see it, when I turn this on and I blow through it, you can feel the air coming through here pretty good, and this does not blow very hard, so it definitely is functional. Okay, so we're inside the Z now, and I can already tell you guys that I do feel a little bit of a difference. It just keeps pulling as you're driving down the road casually. So I also noticed there's a little bit of a difference in sound. You can kind of hear the engine a little bit better up in the front. It seems like more of like a little bit of a whistling sound. I'm heading on the interstate where I can do a pull for you guys. Yeah, no, there's definitely a difference. The only thing that I would really consider here is that you're going to have to change your air filter more often, and your oil is probably going to also have to be changed more often. Other than that, through all the pain, I'm kind of glad it's working out. I'd recommend it, but you guys might take the bumper off when you do it. It is a hassle trying to get up in there with the bumper on. Part of what really helps so much is the fact that it's not necessarily RAM air, but it's the cold air that goes into your engine. Because I know it's just barely, like coming off the highway, just barely even touching the pedal, you can feel a pull every time. Whereas before, I mean, you can feel a pull, but I mean, it's kind of slower getting up. I mean, it's definitely a difference. All right, I'm back home. So feeling this, I mean, it's cold. That tells me it is working and doing a good job. This is my first video I've ever made, so I hope it turns out good and you guys enjoyed it. I'm planning on trying to make this one of the cleanest 350Zs on YouTube. And that is because I like the way it looks stock, except for the black wheels. The previous owner before me painted them orange. I'm trying to keep it mainly looking stock, but trying to do little things, modifications that you wouldn't know are there unless I told you. I have many more things I plan on doing to this, so if you guys are interested in seeing what I'm gonna do, then feel free to subscribe or just keep coming back once in a while to see what I'm doing. And I appreciate your guys' view, and thank you, and have a great day.